What's going? I make dummy builds. I don't know, it's so depressing. Alright, I'm gonna do a redo. What's up, guys? I make dummy builds, and I know damn well I have not posted a single goddamn video in like I want to say some. Okay, that's interesting, but my bad. I really didn't know that College Time went to the Warriors. Well, now this is 2K20 right here. All right, it just came out today. So yeah. I'm doing the scrimmage right now. Nah, it's just something I'm gonna tell you guys if y'all didn't know. What the? How do you do? Oh, okay. Here. Well, like, I don't know. So maybe like at first this is how it was. Like I was playing the game like when my copy was like around 30, and that was until now. I just figured out that you could do a scrimmage. I was just playing around by myself, just charging my mic and all, and I was just sitting here doing nothing. Like it was just boring. I'm like, bro, like I don't understand why they if they had that because of course I mean if the game has that many changes, but this game literally feels like the exact same one we've been playing for the last year. I was gonna say for the last few years. This is kind of like if y'all play Call of Duty, this is like playing Infinite Warfare after Black Ops 3. It was literally the exact same game, multiplayer wise. Now, no, I'm really not. This game just has to seem too very appetizing. By appetizing, I mean like interesting, and like excited for the new features or for just playing online. I'm excited simply because it's a new game. You know, like it's like breathing fresh air. But it's really just not. I'm just really not too excited for so far. Like I just watched like some small gameplays, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's just simply because I haven't played the game yet. Now that I have, it literally still feels like 2K19. The only real, like, the biggest differences I've seen is that when you green, like there's a green on your feet, like that circle in surround like it's inside the circle that I have on my feet right now. Yeah, on the feet of Van Lee. That dog was so silently. Oh hell yeah, the hustle, Lowry. Well, like the one thing I truly am excited for. Nah, I'm not even listening to my own Spotify music because I want to listen to this new music for 2K20. And I think I'm liking it. For real, this song is pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of the song "I Don't Wanna Hear You Say." Like that's kind of what it truly reminds me of. Nah, I truly do like the music so far. It's like very like peaceful. It may even help you when you're raging. I know that's a damn lie. Nothing can help you to get raging. Alright, so yeah, I still don't see anything too major. Everything still works exactly the same. It's yeah, bro. Trying to just get the hang of this like 2K style again. Kind of get into my pick and roll mastery. That was kind of really my go-to thing on 2K. That's kind of like what I was truly a master at. And not to mention, I was good at double teaming without letting you score. Like people would literally get mad, like, "Bro, why are you double teaming?" And like when they scored, it was actually just a simple dunk, but when they didn't, it was just 24 seconds wasted. God, excuse me. No, I'm actually worried. Like the game has just been stuck on copying on 40. Alright, I'm gonna keep playing though, but it's for fun. But then I'm gonna stop playing this, and I'm gonna restart everything if this game doesn't actually begin actually copying. But now I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing right now until I have nothing more to say. But now, like the one thing I am excited about is the storyline about 2K20. Like, oh shit, on 2K20, like the storyline, because that's really the one thing that has been like truly getting better every damn year. It goes from in 2K15. I played it 2K15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I'm playing 20 right now, but in 2K15 mm, it was you being on draft and you just being on a chair, just like on your couch, just oh my god, please, 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 like you're just praying that you get drafted and then you go 60. And then they say somebody else's name, you're like, shit! You didn't actually say it, but you're just shouting all over, and you were about to beat your Asian ass when he came into your room. That was really the theme of it, just being an underdog. And then in 2K17, it was the game where you actually had a backstory, like for real. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be like that this year, where you literally know nothing about your player until you actually, after a long while, because like you really don't get an idea about what your backstory was. You have no parents. That sounds harsh, but it really isn't when you play the game. Like you really don't give a single shit. But 2K17, you actually grow up knowing, you actually play the game knowing that you have a mom. that 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 sounds like a black person. Now that's not being racist. That's not being racist. That's just what I'm saying. That's how she sounded, and I don't think they ever showed her face. At least from what I've seen, like I never gotten the cartoon where I actually talking to my mom face to face. All you get is like her just calling her out through the phone. That's really it. Now, now, it was very interesting. Like you actually knew about your father who died. I don't remember how, and so but I don't remember how. I think it was because he was a cop or something like that, and then he ended up dying. And then your mom was like the only thing you really had. And then it was interesting. Like you go to college and and then it was actually what a lot of people want, where you get drafted by some random team. Damn, dunk on him, John. Dunk on that monkey, brother. So that's really so yeah. Like it was really all just that how interesting how. And then you had a coach. I think it was your high school or middle school coach. It was interesting, like, and you could tell like they really like known each other from way back. Like because what the fuck was that? Oh, whatever. But he like he described these and like he's like, hey, can you place those cones over there? And then your player is like okay, where do you want them? Like the same thing we've been doing for the past 10. And that's really how it feels like it was, but I'm sure it wasn't. The ones we've been doing for the past 5 years. I think it was his middle school coach. I don't remember what years he was in. And he's like, my bad. I didn't know if you did some changes or whatever. Whatever. And he's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, and I still use that today now. That's when it first got brought up, and I still use it. And that's really how it was. It was actually interesting. Like, you actually had a backstory. And then 2K18, that's when they brought up DJ. Like, hey DJ, uh, it was pretty interesting. This would have a classic Drake song, huh? I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Um, well, that was again. Well, it was like when they brought in like what exactly you were working for. That was like the game where you actually had a job really before you even began basketball. It was being a DJ. which used which was actually pretty interesting. And then they delivered this thing where you could actually DJ, and I could never understand it till 2K19, and like the end of it. That's when kind of people told me, bro, you actually make good beats on. Like, and it was actually interesting. Then when I figured it out, I'm like, bro, this is actually pretty fun. And then they told me switch it up, and now we'll switch it up, and it was still fire. That's what I hope they still have that. That's a fun feature. Like, not like you being a DJ, but it was like the feature of you simply having that. That's actually pretty cool. Now the one change I'm noticing right now is that the AIs actually switch, which is more realistic. Cause in the NBA you really do switch. Like you're actually forced to switch to the point where center has to pick someone up from the 3-point line. Now even though they're doing it wrong because they're letting Kyle Lowry get to his spot before anyone plays him off, the shot is already off. So yeah. I'm sorry if he misses that. Okay. It was actually no again 2K2 was very interesting, and they had you rise up from just a from just like pretty much just playing in the streets. Like you really like you were just in this how's it called this I don't remember. I really don't know. Remember how it's called. Remember how it's called, but it was pretty much a park, and it was really interesting. How you just like start off there, and you like doing all these competitions with others and all that shit. It was very interesting. Like just it was very fun. Like you're starting off that way with the actual team. It was just very like just some random teammates. That was fun. And and then getting a 2K interview, which was even funnier. Like, and it has like, and then he's like, I promise I'm gonna be on the cover of 2K. And then you showed you being in the cover of 2K19. Which in real life, the real cover athlete was Kyrie Irving. And yeah, that was fun. And really how you start off with also the main storyline behind it. And then you even yeah, never mind. But then in now in 2K19 was now in 2K19 you get a god damn, I even forgot the fucking storyline shit. Give me time, okay? I really haven't played 2K in forever. How the fuck do I remember the first few 2Ks I played before the last one I played? What the hell was it? I think it was. How do I forget? Like, I actually don't know how I forgot. Like for real. Now y'all probably think I never even played 2K19. What the hell was it? I'm not even saying still right now. Like, I'm promise you, I'm trying to remember. It's too far off. Well, I would not stop until I finally remember. Uh, I would not see a single thing until I remember. Uh, okay, I remembered. Yeah, alright, so that was an incredibly like special type of a special type of introduction. Like it was like really like it was special. Like no one would have ever imagined that. Like being like coming from China. It's like not your actual race being from China, but but like you were just forced to go there just to play the sport you love, which is basketball. So kind of you start off there from scratch, and it was actually the that was like they really made it interesting. Like when you picked your your build, and I you know all my builds were dummy builds, and so yeah, my first one was a playmaking defender. As a matter of fact, as soon as before I go, I'm just gonna tell you guys the rest about 2K, like the main storylines we in 2K19. After that, I'm just gonna I just gonna stop the video, and how before that I'm gonna tell you guys the build I made. I did not say anything about it. Some of you guys may not give a single fuck about what I have to say, and that's perfectly fine. Please, okay. It's how you start off in. It was interesting. Like you actually do come up like you use this Chinese dude was actually very like it was that type of person who I'm like it was an interesting character for real to me, and how he's truly just helping you like along your way, and then like how you had to pass up for to your Chinese friend. It was I swear I'm sounding so racist. I think it was Wayne or something like that, and like like he he helped you like he helped you throughout your way, and like at first even though he gave you fake motivation, he's like yeah like it's like yeah you were pushing the ball or some shit like well like the thing is that I hate is that why is it always like you like the storyline it's like he wants you to be some type of bard because for example, there's this scene. You're practicing. You practice early. You're practicing on your dribble moves. If Nah, I didn't care really, but now that I'm looking back at it, it kind of does. I'm kind of just they figure out like why does the game everything around the game is about dribbling. I sure, and that's I feel like the centers are pretty damn disrespected, and that's a foul. Okay, thank you, ref. Well, well, you really do like so. Yeah, you start off on China, and then like you're on your China team, right? And then you have a friend, and then he's like the dude. He's your friend, like the dude who you had to pass it to for the win, which he ended you just got the assist off of it. You were kind of mad 'cause you felt like it should have been your shot. The point is y'all won. Yeah, like it was just beautiful. Like, and then after that, I think oh yeah, you just play a few more games. Like who you play against to me doesn't really matter, but I still really kind of do remember one by one even bothers, but like you eventually get a chance to play against the US teams, like the US team, so like US basketball team. So I swear insane so much, and so you really I swear. I don't know why it's so kind. I really do not remember exactly. Like it was such a. It was not because it was the memorable storyline. It's just simply that it was such a long storyline. and and so the thing about it was like you had like since it was a long storyline, they gave you the option to skip it or not. So that's how you start another show. And then you get a chance to play against the US team, as I said. And then after then you get the opportunity to dunk on my bad to dunk on Corey Harris, and Corey Harris was pretty much your rival. And how he gets drafted by the Lakers, and then he made to he was part of the U.S. team. and then you got the chance to dunk on him, and then after the dunk you get to pick if it was a windmill or a reverse, and then you just pick one and then you dunk on him. No, I did not win a single one, no matter how greatly I played. I played so beautifully, but like the point was like at halftime, no matter what you did, you had to be down by 10, and then you would come back eventually. But like you, and then you get this the opportunity to either choose to pick him up or just hype up the crowd. Now what I did was picking him up, but now that I think about it, I'm like, bro, like in the court, I'm not your friend. You can be friends off the court, but if you're not my teammate, you are my enemy now, and I will do anything to throw you off. So so yeah, and that. Damn, what the fuck are you doing? And they still need to remove that stupid shit, but that's not my fault. So yeah, like it was it was very fun. Fun, like the storyline was completely interesting, and then you eventually even get to play against these short dudes who were like farmers, and then like you just hear them like bouncing a basketball, just having fun, and you're like, hey, y'all have room for two more because you had this friend that helped you. I don't even know. I'm really just moving all over the place. But the whole point is, despite winning or losing, I guess the U.S. team, like you get traded to the Mad Ants. No, no, you didn't get traded to Mad Ants. You get traded to a different team, to the LA. What is the name of that G League team? I don't remember, but you like you first thing that playing with the L you first thing that you're gonna play with the LA Lakers. You see them, and you see them, but like because I think both of the games are like right next to each other. That's why. So at first your player thought, even I thought that I was gonna play for the Lakers, even though I didn't want to. But one day he's like, no, you're playing for the South Bay Lakers or whatever. And then he's like, wait, did someone tell you that you came to play with the in the NBA? And then he's like, and then your player is like, I know, like, was trying to, like, sometimes things get misunderstood, like all I get stuff like at this time and all that. And he's like, sure. He's like, are you okay? That's tough. He's like, you go from thinking you're going to the NBA with a huge chase to now going to the G League. You're like, what the fuck? So that's really how it was. And so yeah, it was. So yeah, that was kind of heartbreaking. I really didn't care though, 'cause all I knew is I did not want to play with a team that had LeBron and Corey Harris on them. I don't know why. I just want to play for an underdog team. And yeah, so like the point is, like, and then after that you get traded for just pretty much just a simple restaurant. That's really had was for some sandwich or some food, or I don't remember. And then that's when you get traded to the Mad. That's where you meet two friends. I don't remember their names, but you meet two friends, and and then like you kind of just make your way up from there. Like they will like one was a point guard, and the thing is that one the point guard, like he was like he's like the only thing he knew how to do is shoot. However, the most interesting part was like true rivalry between Marcus Marcus Young and you, because Marcus was more like he did everything for his image. That was really what it was all about for him. And then like no matter how well you play, like there was this scout, this legendary scout that everybody should think he thinks he should be a GM. And then like he's such a like he kind of visits you after every game he talks to you, and then like after all those amazing games, you like he's like one thing that got me mad, like myself even, like and then he's like, what do you think? Uh, and then I think it was something like where he remained silent. He's like, and then he's like, there's something missing, huh? And he's like, and then he just walks away. And then he's like, look, Marcus, and then he begins talking about Marcus, and I'm like, and then and me, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to ask you a simple question. That's what he said too. Like, it's like until you give me all this, like this whole puzzle, and rather than use the simple and answer, and like because they don't know what happens behind the locker room where he like literally doesn't care about his teammates, and and even though he is good, like he does everything right, like he dunks except pass, like so yeah, and so yeah it was so yeah it was like really it was truly interesting. Just playing, just having that that was the game that represented true rivalry and hate to the point where he even snitched on you because you did got into some fireworks and which ended up destroying your hotel and the whole bus and yeah we were yeah, you really did screw up with one of your friends, the youngest one of course, not the veteran, but for it was for sure it was for real fun, man. Like having that true rivalry, like it's like true competitiveness. And I'm really kind of falling to sleep while I'm doing this right now. I'm kind of bored of this. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of just going back and I'm seeing so much, but almost nothing at the same time. I get that. I like this song, man. I really do. I really do. And what the fuck was that else again that you missed? Well, since he's the one who recorded a video, you doing so you basically you play one more game. I offer you no matter how well you do, you get what? You get snitched. It was a combination of you getting snitched on and then like you got this girl that you lied you were dating or some shit. And yeah, it was kind of the 2K17 thing. See how I'm just going all over the place. I get it. I'm just fucking up so much. I know. You just simply made it through like some boring ass festival. That's really how it was, just boring. You really had no fancy. And the thing was that the game made it so realistic. Because everything you do seems so good, so nice when it really was a whole pain in the ass about how like you were forced to go to I don't even know what the fuck it was, but it was kind of like a festival where you really had no fans, and then like the commentators, and it's like they go like it really like the fan that they're doing that does show how much they care about their fans. Like we had no fans there. That's the thing that they're like, can we have a picture? Oh my god, can we have a picture? And no, it was just a selfie for two girls out of there, not having anything to do with you, and then everybody just makes fun of you. Like it was really that's how it was. Like yeah, I'm not talking to anyone for the rest of the day, and that's where you meet her because then you just walk somewhere else. You just wander off and then you talk to someone else, and then like everyone is like, where have you been, Smiley? Because all of a sudden you smiling, and he's like, oh, you took care of the day and all that, and which was very very funny. So yeah, that's what it was very interesting. And then and then and then eventually like you get kicked off the team and all. Oh, and then like someone hacked something with your date like you two were making a video, but someone actually kind of hacked it pretty much, and it made it seem like you were saying all that bullshit, like talking all that trash about Corey Harris. And depending on what position you played, like you played for a different team. You either played for the LA Lakers, which was the first time I did it. I was recruited by Corey Harris, and then like he used to tell you to meet him some like in the like pretty much in the basketball court, like early in the morning. And he's like, hey, our star point guard is he's like our cool, like the man who's supposed to be guarding Marcus. Marcus is injured, and we need you. Yeah, and then that's when you're given a chance, and then you play with him, and then that you actually it could go both ways. I won, but you could have easily lost too. And it was for a game into the playoffs. They were playing for the eighth seed. So if you lost, you're not making it to the playoffs. That's really how it worked. So yeah, and from what I've seen, you're either on if you're on the a front court, you play for the Timberwolves. I don't even know. I really just don't know. It's one way or another. My playmaking defender went to the Lakers. I don't know. And then with my shooting guard, I went to the Timberwolves. Yeah, that made no sense what I said about the front court going to the Timberwolves. Yeah, I really don't know, but I've gone to two different teams. I don't know if there's one more team that you can go to. But that's really how it worked. And then if you're recruited by the and then if you're recruited by the Minnesota Timberwolves, don't worry guys, my story is almost over. Believe me, I want to get through my own bullshit. And it's really just the dudes that the guys who pretty much traded you to the Mad Ant. That's really what it was. Because then they're like, don't we knew that wasn't the real you, which I'm sure was an absolute lie. They said we know how you are. I'm like, bro, you motherfuckers traded me. We both know that's a fucking lie. Let me try one. Hold on. Let me try one thing. I'm gonna put my attention into this. I don't think they had a stupid post move, but that's the thing. Like, so that's what they tell you, and then they give you an offer. So they got a job to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, I'm seeing there because it was a girl and a guy, and 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 there was something about like your win shares. It's like that's what they were complaining about you when you first met them, when you first went to the South Bay Lakers. And then he's like, so what's in it for me? He's like, your windshields are off the chart, and then like they're offering you to be in the Minnesota Timberwolves to that way they can make it to the playoffs. It was only a one-time thing. After you lose or win or do completely horrible, the point is that you made it to the NBA, and then like you're that Scott that I was telling you guys about, and then he's like, you have a lot of offers. Offers this you have a bunch of offers this off season. The way he played. I don't know if it was well, yeah. So I played well every time there. So whether you win or lose, that's really what happens. And and yeah, like they were really just rooting. Everybody was rooting for you. Like your two friends that you met in the bad ants. Like they were rooting for you and all. Like 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 he and he's like, this is future of the NBA right here, or something. I don't know. No, so when it was pretty cool. It's like very satisfying. Like after you win everything, like it all kind of you really kind of got a little bit emotional with everyone going like, yeah, that's my boy and all that. And then they even ask you what they start with your name. What does AI stand for? And there was a bunch of cameras in front of you, and then he's like, that's my name. So I really don't. He never tells you the backstory to it, so I really don't know. So yeah, that was just completely satisfying. I know. And after that, you really do have options. And And yeah, it was just really like alright. So 2K15 was really like true struggle. That's really the main story. The words to this, it's really like small, a few words to describe. Those are two words to describe 2K15, the 2K15 storyline. And then for 2K17, it's really just, it's really just, it's really just explanation. It's just really about your back. It was mainly about your backstory and love. How like you have a girlfriend and all. Oh yeah, and one last thing about 2K19. And you had your girlfriend, and you break up to with her for a bunch of confusing reasons. I swear, I don't understand it yet. Much neither will, much less will you if you haven't played the game. And they even had a Mexican song in this Spanish song, Spanish song. Well, I'm sorry guys, I'm really falling asleep right now. I try not to, but it was really just exciting for real. Like with your girlfriend, like you eventually break up with her and shit, and then you go through all these arguments, and then after that, like before the game versus Marcus Young started, where he was with the San Antonio Spurs, which I forgot to say. I swear, I don't know how long I've been speaking for, man. I'm gonna continue though. If y'all don't like it, whatever. If you do, I appreciate it. Well, the whole point is that like she kind of helped you and motivated you to the game of Marcus Young, where he was with the San Antonio Spurs. And you had to go against him. She motivated you. That's the thing. After that, he's like, "Will I see you again?" You're like, "I don't know," and then you pretty much you actually don't. But what I've seen, I never seen it before. I don't know if anyone has. I never seen it before. I haven't seen no video or some shit, and I haven't. So yeah, it was like really just fun. Almost kind of, and then so with with 2K17 was really just about love, like having like an actual backstory to having a dad that died, and then having a coach that kind of really did help you through your career, and then having a having your mom, and then having your girlfriend that kind of raised up with you because of all the about how busy you are, and then like you're not answering the calls and the because you're going through that rookie wall and shit, and then in how it teaches like it shows you that kind of you gotta sacrifice things to when you get to where you need to be, you need to sacrifice other things, like you putting that on the line to keep doing what you want to do. And then in 2K18, it was really just having like having going from having a normal job. Don't get me wrong, DJing is not a normal job, but it's definitely not a normal job. But from kind of like really having like kind of like breaking your kind of your passions in two, like having two different passions at once. That's kind of what it really was, like two different passions working together. And then for 2K19, it was really just true emotions. Mixed emotions going from friendships to your girlfriend that you end up breaking up with for an actual kind of more devastating reasoning rather than just simply for no phone calls and all that shit. Like really like all this that you gotta go through to get where you need to be, and kind of true emotions and like getting criticized a bunch. All that was like really just like 2K19 easily has the best storyline in my opinion. That's the only thing that gets better every single year. That's the one thing I'm truly excited for this year. But this game will not finish hopping, guys. So guys, Hope you guys enjoyed my long talking. You said I did it. I understand you. If you even spent 5 minutes watching me, and it could be because you simply skipped up to where I am right now, but I really don't care. Like I support like the fact that you're watching this is really does motivate me. Believe me, like I'm humble. Like I just go and like I'm just bored, then I just go to my channel, and then I just see wait I'm like, bro, this video was so damn lame, and I get 62 people, 62 lives, 62 lives that actually gave a shit about my video. That just motivates me. So it's just criticism, whatever. You spend time on watching me. I don't care, man. Like that just hand me something as simple as 12 views that I know damn well I didn't just put fake accounts. I just tapped on my video. If I know that, and I'm like, that really does just kind of just really does motivate me. I'm just like, wow, 62 people did care about what I had to say or what I had to do that to show to others. So, guys, I appreciate all that. If anyone is, believe me, if any of you subscribe to me, y'all will be the first person that subscribed to me that I don't actually know. Because everyone that has subscribed to me, I know them through the PS4, right? So if you guys do it, I will appreciate that. I really would. I'm on board. So guys, just getting something, just getting just one subscribe, just really will help me, guys. So I really wish any of you could just press that, or even just like the video. That wouldn't mean as much for that. I'm taking anything at this point. I'm not that type of person who gets mad over not having 10,000 views. Hell, I would be satisfied with even having a video that has 100. So guys, just believe me, just click on that and keep it that way. Would just be really helpful. That will motivate me to make even more. And even if you guys don't, I will keep doing my shit, man. So guys, if y'all enjoyed it, make sure to like. If you, or just if not even if you enjoyed it, because I'm sure if I watch my own video, I'm not gonna enjoy it. But if you actually like say, wow, like bro, you actually bro, that was actually like it was nice. Like I appreciate people that express themselves. If that's it, like like I'm like wow, man. This actually does help me. Whether it's just to the gameplay or whatever, man. I don't care, man. But look, guys, I really do appreciate anything at this point. I hope you guys like at least find a meaning to what I had to say. I'm not expecting any damn person to watch the whole video from start to finish, but I really do. I really do appreciate you guys even watching 5 minutes of what I had to say. Goodbye, guys. I'm out.